Hi, February 17th, and again I tried to put on my makeup. I'm not sure how nice it is today, but I think it's okay. Basically, I went to work today and I went early. It was a little bit of an intense day. I feel like this job is kind of only getting harder, but then my job had told me at 6 o'clock that someone would come and take over me at my work so I could leave early because I didn't want to stay there overnight. Because apparently in Israel, when it snows 1 or 2 inches, they freak out and like all transportation stops and so basically my coworker, she came at like 6:30 instead of 6, and the supervisor had told me that I can they had a ride at 8 o'clock in the evening, to take me home. So I was like, why should I wait till 8 if I could leave at 6:30? So I left. I go to wait by the bus, and I guess where I work, it's higher up in the mountains, so the snow falls much harder and it gathers up more. So I'm waiting there by the bus stop, and it's snowing cats and dogs. Snowing hard, and I'm like trying to keep my eye open to see when the bus is coming, but the bus wasn't coming, and I looked again at my phone to see if the bus was gonna come, and it kept saying delayed 2 minutes, and then delayed 6 minutes, delayed 10 minutes. I'm sitting there waiting for an hour for this bus to come, and all the cars are going like really slowly, but the wind is not stopping, and it's it's like a blizzard kind of weather, just not with so much snow, 2 or 3 inches. So I'm like, okay, after an hour, I'm like, okay. I texted the supervisor. I said, when's the ride? She says 8. So I'm like, okay, I'll just go back to the home and I'll wait. So I go back and, I'm all sitting there. I come back into the home and I have all this snow on me, and I guess it's not a usual thing for the Israeli people to have a snowstorm so often. It's not really the kind of climate that welcomes snow, but they have it maybe once a year or so. All the special needs people, they're like touching my coat where there's like snow on it, and they're like they're fascinated. So I was like, so then I just took off my coat and I waited till 8 o'clock, and then I got a ride home, thank God. And we were chatting in the car, and I was saying like how in New York, when you go outside and it's like a blizzard, it's like a normal thing, 1 or 2 feet of snow, it's not unusual to happen in New York, and they're very prepared for it. So like a lot of the time when they shovel the snow, when there's a blizzard, they'll shovel it to the side, and then the next day when you want to go about your business, you gotta climb over these big mountains of snow to get to the other side of the street. So I was saying how like you'll think, the snow is it's just solid snow, so you could step on it, or even if you sink a little bit, it's kind of like soft snow, so it's not like slush, but sometimes you get the surprise of your life when you step onto this huge mountain of snow and then sink in and land into a pool of freezing cold, slushy water, 2 feet deep, So I was thinking like, okay, that's the pros and cons of living in a place where, like here, there won't be so much snow. Like the most there will be is some slush, 2 or 3 inches of slush, but it's not like you don't know where your feet are landing, You kind of have a forewarning of where your feet will land. But, usually I would welcome the snow, but when I'm inconvenienced because of it, because there's like the bus is not coming, because of snow, then it's annoying. You know what I mean? When you're locked in your house and you're watching outside the window and you're drinking tea and you're warm, it's nice, but like my father always says, oh, it's nice to, I like to watch it out my window, you know? And then we were discussing, with my coworkers, we were discussing, like, oh yeah, like some parts of the world is like this snowy weather, like 10 months out of the year. No, 8 or 9 months out of the year, you'll have weather like this. But I feel like they're more equipped to have this kind of snowstorm. And I haven't really had time to do my research to create content and do my storytelling. Like, a few people have told me, why are you doing crime? It's so depressing, And I'm just like, I like to watch, how they solve the cases, like the stories about different crime cases. It's kind of interesting, it's entertaining. So, I want to, it's kind of popular on YouTube. Many people are interested in that kind of thing, but I'm thinking to find different, maybe I'll start with romance or tell stories, like that. And, what else? I just wanted to exhibit my next makeup, that I tried to do on my eyes. I don't know, again, it looks a little bit like a clown. My sister yesterday, she's like, oh, you need to just, like, blend it in. And I'm just like, but then I don't know how to do it. Like, how do you blend it in to make it look dramatic? I like dramatic. So, what else? Yeah, so not too much going on right now. Have a good day.